Letters, my lord, from Hamlet. These to your majesty. This is the queen.
From Hamlet? Who brought them?
Sailors, my lord. They say. I saw them not. They were given me by Claudio. He received them. That brought them.
Laertes, you shall hear them. Leave us. High and mighty, you shall know I am set naked on your kingdom. Tomorrow shall I beg you to see your kingly eyes, when I first ask you your pardon, therein to recount the occasion of my sudden and more strange return. Hamlet. Or is it some of you who know such thing? Know the hand? 'Tis Hamlet's character, naked, and in a postscript here he says alone. Can you advise me?
I am lost in it, my lord, but let him come. It warms the very sickness in my heart that I shall live and tell him to his teeth, thus this thou.
Ah, if it be so, Laertes, as how should it be so? How otherwise? Will you be ruled by me?
Aye, my lord, so you will not overrule me to a peace.
To thine own peace, if he be now returned as checking at his voyage, and that he means no more to undertake it, I will work him to an exploit now ripe in my device, under the which he shall not choose but fall. And for his death no wind of blame shall breathe, but even his mother shall uncharge the practice and call it an accident.
My lord, I will be ruled. Though rather, if you could devise it so that I may be the organ.
Ah, it falls right. You have been taught this since you travel much, and that in Hamlet's hearing, for a quality wherein they say you shine. Your several parts did not together pluck such envy from him as did that one, and that in my regard of the unworthiest siege.
What part is that, my lord?
Ah, very ribbon in the cap of youth, yet needful too, for youth no less becomes the light and careless livery that it wears then settled age, his sables and his weeds importing health and greatness. 2 months since here was a gentleman of Normandy. I have seen myself and served against the French, and they can well on horseback, but this gallant had witchcraft in it. He grew unto his seat, and to such wondrous doing brought his horse as had he been in course, and demi-natured with the brave beast. So far he taught my thoughts that I, in forgery of shapes and tricks, came short of what he did.
A Norman, was it?
A Norman.
Upon my life, Lamord.
The very same.
I know him well. He is the brooch indeed, and gem of all the nation.
Ah, he made confession of you, and gave you such a masterly report for art and exercise in your defense, and far your rapier most especial, that he cried out, it would be a sight indeed if one could match you, the screamers of the nation. He swore had neither motion, guard, nor eyes. If you oppose him, sir, this report of his did. Hamlet so envenomed with his envy that he could nothing do but wish and beg your sudden coming over to play with you. Now out of this,
What out of this, my lord?
Laertes, was your father dear to you? Or are you like thee, painting of sorrow, a face without a heart?
Why ask you this?
Now that I think you did not love your father, but that I know love is begun by time, and that I see in passages of proof, time qualifies the spark and fire of it. There lives within the flame of love a kind of wick or snuff that will abate it, and nothing is at a like goodness still, and for goodness grown to a pleasury, dies into his own too much, that we would do we should do, when we would, for this would changes, and hath abatements and delays as many as there are tongues, our hands, our accidents, and then this should is like a spendthrift sigh that hurts by easing, but to the quick of the ulcer. Hamlet comes back. What would you undertake to show yourself indeed your father's son more than in words?
To cut his throat in the church.
No place indeed should murder sanctuarize. Ah, revenge should have no bounds, but good Laertes, will you do this? Keep close within your chamber. Hamlet returned Shall know you are come home, will put on those shall praise to your excellence, and set a double varnish on the fame the Frenchman gave you, bring you in fine together, and waiter on your heads, he being remiss, most generous and free from all contriving, will not peruse the foils, so that with ease or with a little shuffling, you may choose a sword invaded, and in passive practice, requite him for your father.
I will do it, and for that purpose I'll anoint my sword. I bought an unction of Montaigne so mortal that, but dip a knife in it, where it draws blood, no cataplasm so rare, collected from all simples that have virtue, under the moon, can save the thing from death that is but scratched withal. I'll touch my point with this contagion, and if I guile him slightly, it may be death.
Let's further think of this, weigh what convenience both of times and means may fit us to our shape. If this should fail, and that our drift look through our bad performance, 'twere better not assayed. Therefore, this project should have a back, or a second, that might hold it. This did blast in proof. Soft, let me see. We'll make a solemn wager on your cunnings, I haven't. When in your motion you are hot and dry, as make your bouts more violent to the end. And that he calls for drink, I'll have prepared him a chalice for the nonce, wherein but sipping if he by chance escape your venom struck, our purpose may hold there.